Okay, so we have a working API. We have the ability to add devices in the admin panel. This next view is a nice one, particularly for this devices, the CSV download button. So I'm not going to do the concept of latest. I'm just going to download all records in the inventory as a dedicated CSV download button, so that our users maybe want to generate a report on demand and take it outside of Merlin for their devices. So this is a fun one. We're going to go into Merlin here and go into URLs, and let's add a stationary download here for devices. So a new view, devices CSV download, and this will be devices CSV. And then what we're going to do, we'll have to add it to the all page, and let's give it a dedicated page here. We actually need two. We need the download page and the resting page. We're not doing latest for devices. We're just going to give the user all devices. And again, this is going to be devices CSV. Devices CSV download. Devices CSV. Okay, so now we're going to need our views. So let's hop into views, and we need to bring in our devices here, definitely. And then let's go find our CSV views. And so we need two pages here. We need the CSV and the download. Whoops. This is just devices CSV and return devices. Devices. And let's just call this all devices CSV. And now our header row, we're going to have to go to our model in a second. And our values list, but this is going to be called devices equals devices.objects.all. I forgot the magnifying glass. Let me turn it on. I know I'm midstream here, but I apologize. Keep forgetting to do that. So what we've done is, we're in our views. We've set up some URLs here for the download page for all, and now our devices and devices download. And we're working on these views now, okay? So now we're in our views file, and we have a devices CSV, which renders devices, We're going to need to make this template. And now the download itself, all devices.csv. And now we need a header row here. And devices equals devices, objects, all, values list. And we have to, sort out our device list here from our model. Now this is going to be for device in devices, the device. So let's call up our model. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. I want to minimize this. Split screen, open up the model over there, and then bring it over here. And it's this device model here, So our header row, right row, this is our headers. So we actually want to have, host name, alias, device type, OS. Maybe we could say operating system. Username. And now I'm going to give them the password in these files. maybe in this report, right, they want to make sure that all the passwords are secure or correct or whatever. This is going to be a top secret page, right, that maybe we could put some credentials behind or something like that. But we're going to include the password in these download pages for our users' benefit. I'm not going to make them live in Merlin, but if they want to download them outside of Merlin, let's give them every field here, including the password. Port, connection, timeout, and then the timestamp. And now we have to fill in our row here with the actual variables. Right, so this has to be host name, alias, device type, OS, username, password, protocol, IP address, port, connection, timeout. And again, we could revisit the idea of maybe we want the password in the API as well, so people can update passwords using the post in an API. I haven't landed on that yet, but for now, let's just keep it the way it is. So that's it. So now we need to move to the templates. We're done with the model for now. And now we have to go into our templates here and go into our CSV templates and add a new, let's just copy this one. And this is devices. And this is devices CSV, where we're going to have CSV file for devices, CSV file for devices. It's a Merlin table, and this is going to be the devices CSV. And we don't have a latest, we just have the devices. And then from our CSV page, we're going to add this row. Well, let me just hang on. Let me copy something first. And this is going to be devices. All right, now do we have any errors? Is our server happy? Server's not happy. Devices CSV download in Merlin views. All right, so that's okay. It tells us where to look. Let's look in our views. I thought I did that. Where's the CSV section here? Oh, whoops. Just devices here, John. Yep. How's the server now? Happy? Yeah, it is happy. Let's start it back up. Okay, good. Now let's go to our search or our CSV center. Okay, so right, I don't have a latest record here, but I have all, and there's my all devices, and there is my devices. Cool, very good. So now let's go to devices, and I have the same button here. Now let's clean this page up. I don't need to keep, yeah, that's not a bad idea. If I go to devices here and get rid of that row, that'll be better. There we go. Export all records, second version of the file, and there is our CSV download button. Very cool. As you can see, each one of these is very powerful on their own. They're not very difficult on their own if you deal with them in small chunks modularly. And it helps that I have some working code and I'm copy and pasting, but you know, that's the advantage I have. So thanks again. That's CSV downloads for our devices. Let's move into finishing up our HTML views next, I believe. All right, we'll see you soon.